businessman Clive Palmer has been spotted boarding a cruise ship in the Mediterranean, despite his company owing sacked workers a whopping $66 million in entitlements. The former politician reportedly splashed out on the luxury cruise in Barcelona with his wife and daughter.
Let's get today's take on this with Shelly Horton of Shell Shocked Media and comedian Mikey Robin. Shelley, to you first, though. Tickets for the 24-day tour are understood to cost $10,000 each. Doesn't look great, does it?
$10,000 for the cruise is nothing compared to the negative publicity that he's now received. I mean, it is just a slap in the face to workers, the people who actually worked for him, and he's just splashing money around. I think that this is ridiculous, and he should know better. He would know that he's going to be spotted, papped, whatever. I think he needs to be seen to be doing the right thing.
Also, the amazing thing is, he appeared in federal court with an oxygen machine on.
Yeah.
And then he went, and now he's gone to Spain. Haven't we seen this before?
Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't this feel a bit familiar?
the House of Skase rides again. It's phenomenal. Look, so they reckon his fortune's now whittled down to 100 million.
Oh, poor love.
Poor love.
Poor darling.
He owes the government 66, so he's still got a lazy 34 in the back pocket.
He should
If he
do
pays
something.
it back.
But the interesting point you made, Shelly, is like he should know better. But do you think that means anything to Clive Palmer? Like he has some sort of ethical remorse for his...
Absolutely not. I mean, my parents live in Coolum, where he's got the golf course, and they said that it has just been heartbreaking for the people in that little town with the golf course, where he was like locking the gates so that people couldn't get into their houses.
I know.
Like there's nothing ethical about him.
Also making news this morning, young motorists are reportedly using social media while driving because they're bored. That's according to disturbing new research which found 8 in 10 drivers aged 17 to 25 admitted to texting behind the wheel.
That's the least of it. While more than 50% say they've checked their Facebook while driving, some even using Skype and Tinder behind the wheels. I mean, Mikey, we could joke about it, but it is kind of alarming.
It is very alarming, and I must admit, a few weeks ago in Sydney, in New South Head Road, one of the busiest streets in Sydney, up near Edgecliff Station, I was in a cab and there was a guy next to me on a Vespa texting.
Whoa.
A young fella, and I looked at him and I went, well, maybe Darwin's right.
Yeah.
Maybe this is how we weed out the Nimrods. But I mean, on a serious note, it is really appalling. I mean, another thing to us, look, everyone's guilty of having a quick check of their phone. But if you're on Facebook, that actually takes, that takes your mind off the road, takes your mind off concentration.
And Shelley, the thing is, Apple are about to do an update where you have a do not disturb while you're driving on. So maybe that will help a lot of these, because they're also tech savvy, they'll probably do this update. Yeah,
but also, why don't we have something within the car? Now you can do like the keyless entry, that when you get into the car, the phone doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. No. I use the phone to make phone calls when I'm driving, and sometimes even doing that, I'm chatting to my mum, and then I don't remember the last bit of the trip.
Yeah.
And it makes me realise how distracted you are.
Also, to how fascinating your mother is.
Shelly and Mike are going to stay with us, and when we come back, the Melbourne Cafe slammed for charging $5 for a teaspoon of Nutella. That's what they're doing now. That's where we are.
Now, a cafe in Melbourne is being slammed for one of its menu items. The pop-up store is charging $5 for a single teaspoon of Nutella.
Licky spoon. It's being sold as a spoonful of sugar. Almonds cost extra. People are outraged. Let's bring back Shelly Horton and Mikey Robin, who just are so deeply offended by this that they could go straight onto the internet. $5 for this, Shelly. What do you reckon?
I'll totally pay it. And you know why?
Why?
Because I can't have a jar of Nutella in my house.
No.
Because otherwise I'll eat the whole thing.
That's
so
right.
I would rather go out and pay $5 for one spoon and deliciously savour it and not have it in my house, because otherwise I'm nom 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 nom.
How much does it cost for a jar of
Probably
Nutella?
about $5.
Well, I'm like Shelley, I'm not even allowed to know. But, but quite frankly, I'm not annoyed at the cafe. If you're dumb enough to spend $5 on a teaspoonful of Nutella, knock yourself out, kids. Get down there and join the queue.
Yeah,
and you wonder why you can't afford a house. It's the new Smash Davo.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, no, I've had to wean myself off Nutella. Terrible.
I've never been a Nutella person.
Remember I went through a year of
Who's
just...
not a Nutella person?
I went through a year of just live tweeting The Voice and eating Nutella off a spoon at home, and it wouldn't just be one for $5, kids.
No way. No wonder those tweets are a little bit around.
Yeah, exactly. Mind you, I have to be stopped occasionally from having a teaspoon of peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's not actually that bad.
here's the weird one. A mate of mine, and the guy's a lawyer, he holds out a proper job. When his wife's away, he'll sit in front of the telly, I'm about to creep you out here, with a teaspoon and a jar of mayo.
If you'd said he had no pants, I would have felt better about that. But go on to Facebook and Twitter. Let us know what you think about a spoonful of Nutella. Guys, great to have you in today.
Cheers.
Thank you. Still to come when mean girls become mean women.